I'm Rachel and you're watching Kalkine TV live from Sydney. This is the Market Movers show where we take you through the trending ASX listed stocks that are on the gainers trajectory every day. But before I share the updates on top gainers of the day, let's have a look at the overmarket updates. The ASX 200 gave up all gains that took it to fresh record highs yesterday, falling over 1% by the afternoon ahead of the federal budget 2021 to 2022. Tech stocks were the top laggards, taking cues from an overnight sell-off in the growth-focused shares on Wall Street. That was amid inflation jitters. Gold stocks fell almost 2% despite prices of bullion hovering near a 3-month high. Omni Bridgeway, Boral and Mirvac Group were some of the top gainers of the day. On that note, here are the top 5 ASX gainers of today. The stock of the litigation funder Omni Bridgeway rose just over 4% to $3.89. On Monday, Omni Bridgeway shares rose as much as 9%, their biggest percentage gain since the 25th of November 2021. The stock rose yesterday after an update on the Brisbane floods class action. The company had confirmed that in financial year 2021 it recognised a $94 million from a settlement of that class action. The Supreme Court of New South Wales approved the terms of the settlement sought on behalf of the group members. The stock of the multinational company manufacturing and supplying building and construction materials, Boral, rose just over 3% to $6.72. In its latest trading update released on Tuesday, Boral told its shareholders to reject the Seven Group Holdings $6.50 per share off-market takeover offer. The Seven Group lobbed the offer to acquire all the shares of Boral it does not already own. It was a nil premium offer, as it is priced the same as Boral's last closing price. The stock of the Australian property group, the Mirvac Group, rose almost 3% to the day's high of $2.89. The stock has constantly gained after it raised its financial year 2021 earnings and distribution forecasts. Last month, the company said they will return their JobKeeper payments made this year. The stock may have gained ahead of the budget presentation in anticipation of better prospects as the government plans to provide incentives for the infrastructure sector in the budget 2021 to 2022. The government will earmark over $10 billion for building roads and rail infrastructure. The measures would benefit a majority of states and territories. The stock of the concrete block and brick manufacturing company Brickworks rose 2% to the intraday high of $21.34. There are no major updates from the company since the 3rd of May 2021, but budget-related anticipation is believed to be benefiting the stock. Collins Foods stock gained almost 2% to $11.12. The stock is up after their Australian retail sales soared in March, and also the measure of business conditions hit a record high in April. That's despite the end of the Australian government's support program for jobs and the COVID-19 pandemic. The retail turnover surged 1.3% in March. That was from 1.4% in February 2021, amid a rise in sales at cafes and also restaurants. That's according to data released by the Australian Bureau of Statistics. The consumer sector expects the budget to help out the next phase of Australia's economic recovery plan so that it can deliver the jobs and guarantee the essential services Australians rely on. That's all from me for now. Stay tuned with Kalkine TV for more live updates. We'll be back with more news on the markets, economy and diverse themes and sectors. Apart from the regular market updates, we're also going to provide an in-depth coverage on the pre-budget scenario. So stay tuned with Kalkine TV. I'm Rachel, signing off.